Hi everyone, welcome to today's quiz. So as usual, we'll be making a start about 8:05. So this is just started a bit early to give people some time to get connected. So in the meantime, obviously take the time to go grab yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable, and all that type of jazz, and also have a look at this week's picture round. So the picture round this week is geography based. So simply tell me the city that each landmark pictured is in. So you get the full point if you give me the name of the city. You'll get half a point if you can name the country but not the city. So that's the picture round this week. Hi everyone, hi Mum, hi Dad, hi Reggie. Hello to everybody. And yes, and so we'll be making a start in about 10 minutes. If I don't knock my table over by kicking it. Hi Chris. And so I presume you're with Jess and probably Mark and Julia as well, and possibly Aaron. Don't know. Hello to everybody. And hi to everyone else who is watching. So hello to everybody who has just joined. Hi Andrew, and everyone else. So I apologise if you joined this early, you're at the bit that I end up just repeating myself hundreds of times. But hello everyone. I hope you've all had a good week and you're staying sort of happy and healthy and everything in this really weird time. So we're going to make a start on the quiz itself about 8:05. So in about 8 minutes. Just set this up a bit early to give people some time to join. So in the meantime, obviously take the time to get yourself settled and comfortable. Go grab your feel settled, and have a go at the picture round. Drink, do whatever you need to do to feel. I've seen a couple of comments already saying it's quite easy this week, but I think there's a couple of trickier ones in there, I think. But have a go. So the picture round this week, you get a full point if you can name the city, half a point if you can name the country. So have a go at that. And as I say, we'll make a start about 8:05. Also, hi Jerry, I've just seen your message. No, so Chris, so it's 1 point if you get the town or city. If you can't get that, but you can get the country, then it's half a point. Sorry, I didn't make that quite clear. So the maximum points is still 10. That was just a, just making sure that everyone understands. Oh, that's weird. Not on my computer. Okay. Okay, get the hair off the camera view. So hello to everyone who has just joined. So we'll be making a start properly in about 5 minutes. Just giving a bit of time for a few more people to join. So in the meantime, go grab yourself a drink. Get yourself all nice and comfortable and ready to go. And take a look at the picture round. So the picture round, if you've not already found it, is in the video description. It's also, there's a link to it on the Facebook event. So whichever way you want to get to it. So yeah, this week it's landmarks. So you need to name the city that the landmark is in. And yes, so I say we're making a start in about 5 minutes. So in the meantime, yeah, feel free. People are already saying hello to each other in the comments, but feel free to carry on doing that. It's always nice to see who's joining. Chris, there's 5 rounds plus the picture round. Same format as always. I am very well, Reggie, thank you. How are you? Said that with a really weird intonation. Well, hi, Brian. Well, Reggie, the way you've typed that, all I can think of is the Frosties tiger, Tony the Tiger. Well, okay. Oh. Awesome, right. Hello to everyone who's joined in the last minute or so. We're going to make a start on the quiz itself in about 3 minutes. So just enough time for you to go grab yourself a drink and get yourself comfortable. There's also time to take a look at the picture round. So the picture round is in the video description. There's also a link to it on the Facebook page, so you can get to it either way. Joey, tell Jonathan to stop working. It's 8 o'clock at night. You should not be working that late. A really bad habit. I painted my nails yesterday, but I put a peel-off base coat on, which means I'm just here picking at it because it's just peeling off. It's dreadful. I need to stop doing that. Hi, Rachel. Hi, B. I hope you guys are well. I hope everybody is well. Okay, for everyone who's just joined, we're going to be starting the quiz in just a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, take the time to look at the picture round. So the picture round is in the description. You can find a link to it. You can also find a link to it on the Facebook page. And also take the time, obviously, to go grab yourself a drink, get yourself nice and settled and comfortable. I am actually going to switch my light on and draw the curtains so that it doesn't get too dark in here. So I will be back momentarily. Normally I do this before, I just completely forgot to do it tonight. There we go. That should be better, more stable lighting wise. Hi Declan. Also, yeah, Matt, I was literally away for like 3 seconds. There's not enough time for you to riot. And no way I can see you rioting. Well, awesome. So for everyone who's just joined, we're going to be starting the quiz in about 1 minute. So I start at 8:05. So in the meantime, take the time to go grab yourself a drink, and get yourself nice and settled and comfortable. And I will be starting in about a minute. That's very true, Chris. You do need at least 3 people for a riot, so I assume you you would be able to do it with your household. Hi, Cameron. Oh, I take it that means Chris and Yvonne are on. So hi, Chris and Yvonne. Okay, well, looks like we've got a good number of people, so we'll make a start now. So hello to everybody who has joined. Oh, hi Adam, hi Ryan. Hello to everyone who has joined. We're going to make a start on the quiz now. So for everyone who is new, welcome. For everyone who is not new, welcome back. I hope you're all staying safe and as happy as you can in these weird times. So, as I say, to lighten the mood a bit, obviously I do this quiz on a Monday, every Monday. Oh, hi Elvira. So we're going to make a start. So the format of the quiz is the same as it always is. So we'll do 3 rounds, followed by a short break for you to sort of collate all your answers together. Then we will go through the answers to the first 3 rounds. Then we will do our final 2 rounds, go through the answers to those final 2 rounds plus the answers to the picture rounds. So if you haven't found the picture round already, there's a link to the Google Doc with that in the description. And also, if you're on the Facebook page, you can find it on the Facebook page. So this week it is famous landmarks. So you simply need to tell me the town or city that the landmark is in. Then the other theme, so the themes for the general rounds this week. So obviously, as always, we're starting off with general knowledge. And then with the new thing that I've been trying the last few weeks, which is the topical round. So this week, obviously, it should have been Eurovision on Saturday. So this week, we're having a round all about Eurovision. Don't worry, I've tried to make that one pretty easy. Following that, there will be a quick fire round about Cockney rhyming slang. And then in the second half, we will have history and then Marvel. So a bit of a mixture of everything. But hopefully there'll be some things in there that you like. If not everything's for you, hopefully there will at least be something for you. So if you are all ready to go, let me know and we will make a start. Yeah. So I've had a few people say they're ready. So I'm gonna make a start. So as I said, the first round, as always, is general knowledge. So round 1, question 1. Koalas survive on a diet of which type of leaf? So koalas survive on a diet of which type of leaf? As in the leaves from which plant? Question 2. Who wrote the book Matilda? So who wrote the book Matilda? Question 3. What is the national fruit of India? So what is the national fruit of India? Question 4. Name one of the 3 films that have won the most Oscars, having won 11 each. So name one of the 3 films that have won the most Oscars, having won 11 each. Question 5. Which song by American singer Billy Joel lists more than 100 events that happened between the year of his birth and the song's release in 1989? So, which song by American singer Billy Joel lists more than 100 events that happened between the year of his birth and the song's release in 1989? Question 6. Which bird has the ability to fly backwards? So, which bird has the ability to fly backwards? So, Chris, I presume you're talking about question 4. So, it needs to be the specific film. For any of the answers that's in a franchise, I'm looking for the specific film. Question 7. Who was the actor who played Elton John in Rocketman? So, who was the actor who played Elton John in Rocketman? Question 8. In which US state is the Grand Canyon? So, in which US state is the Grand Canyon? Question 9. The patella is more commonly known as what? So question 9 again. The patella is more commonly known as what? And finally, question 10. What is a baby elephant called? So what is a baby elephant called? Okay, so that's the end of question 1. As usual, if you need any questions repeating, either pop them in the comments or drop me a message. I've got my phone here, so I'll see any messages as well. I'll leave it about sort of 20 to 30 seconds because I know there's a bit of a delay. And question 5, question 6. Okay, so question 5 was, which song by American singer Billy Joel lists more than 100 events that happened between the year of his birth and the song's release in 1989? And then question 6 was, which bird has the ability to fly backwards? Okay, so I've had a request for 3, 4, and 7 as well. So 3 was, what is the national fruit of India? 4 was, name one of the 3 films that have won the most Oscars, having won 11 each. And 7 was, who was the actor who played Elton John in the film Rocketman? So with that, I'm going to move on to round 2 now. If you do end up needing any more repeating, as I say, there's a bit of a break after round 3. So I'll repeat any from the first 3 rounds then. But round 2 this week is Eurovision. So as I mentioned, I'm wanting to do a round each week that's a bit kind of topical. So we did Star Wars for Star Wars Day, World War II for VE Day. Now doing Eurovision because it was meant to be Eurovision over the weekend. And try and keep this going on, keep this on going forward. But I don't know how many other events I'll be able to find. We shall see. So Eurovision round. So question 1, which country has won the Eurovision Song Contest the most times? So which country has won the Eurovision Song Contest the most times? Question 2, which country did Celine Dion compete for in 1988? So which country did Celine Dion compete for in 1988? And question 3, who was the first contestant to win Eurovision for the UK? So who was the first contestant to win Eurovision for the UK? Question 4, which country won the competition in 2006 with the song Hard Rock Hallelujah sung by the band Lordi? So which country won the competition in 2006 with the song Hard Rock Hallelujah sung by the band Lordi? Question 5. The UK last won the competition in 1997 with the band Katrina and the Waves. What was the name of their song? So the UK last won the competition in 1997 with the band Katrina and the Waves. What was the name of their song? Question 6. Which non-European country joined the competition in 2015? So which non-European country joined the competition in 2015? Question 7. How many countries participated in the first ever Eurovision Song Contest? So how many countries participated in the first ever Eurovision Song Contest? Question 8. What happened in the 1969 contest that has not happened before or since? So what happened in the 1969 contest that has not happened before or since? Question 9. Name one of the two countries that have scored nil point the most at 4 times each. So name one of the two countries that have scored nil point the most at 4 times each. And finally, question 10. In which year did Graham Norton take over as UK commentator? So, in which year did Graham Norton take over as UK commentator? Okay, so that's the end of that round. As usual, if you need any questions repeating, let me know. So for clarification for question 9, you just need to name one of the countries. There's 2 countries that have both scored 0 points 4 times. Just need to name one of them. And also, I've been requested a shout out. I have to do it. So, hi, Grace. But yes, if anyone needs any questions repeating, let me know. Oh, I'm glad to hear she's happy. I have also had another request for a shout out. Now I'm doing shout outs apparently. So for Sophia, apparently I've been asked to shout out to you that Meryl and Alan are joining us. And hello, Roberta. Oh gosh, lots of shout outs. Back to the questions. So question 2 again. So question 2 was, which country did Celine Dion compete for in 1988? gosh. I knew I shouldn't have started this shout out. So I've been asked to shout out for everyone in the chat. So hello to everyone in the chat, even though I've said hello to most of you already. And also, hi, Jeremy. From a long way away, has gone global now. Right, I'm going to stop doing that now. It's a little bit distracting. So I take it nobody else needs any questions from round 2 repeating. So I'm going to move on to round 3 now. So round 3 is your quick fire. Oh, gosh. So your quick fire round, which is Cockney rhyming slang. So in this round, I'm going to give you the rhyming slang word. You need to tell me what it originally means. And just a note, there's 2 of these in here where the slang, the rhyming slang is commonly shortened. So I'm going to read out the shortened version. So you might think, oh, this doesn't rhyme, but it's because we typically use the shortened version in sort of common language now. So question 1 is cream crackered. So question 1 is cream crackered. Question 2 is apples and pears. So question 2 again is apples and pears. Question 3 is loaf. So question 3 is loaf. Question 4 is Barney Rubble. So question 4 is Barney Rubble. Question 5 is dog and bone. So question 5 is dog and bone. Question 6 is Hank Marvin. So question 6 is Hank Marvin. Question 7 is Rosie. So 7 is Rosie. Question 8 is Adam and Eve. So question 8 is Adam and Eve. Question 9 is cuts and scratches. So question 9 is cuts and scratches. And finally, question 10 is Pete Tong. So question 10 is Pete Tong. Okay, so that is the end of round 3 and the end of the first half of the quiz. So I've seen requests for 8 and 9 in this round. If you also need any requests from rounds 1 or 2, any questions of those repeating again, also drop that in the chat or drop me a message. In the meantime, I will repeat 8 and 9 from this round. So 8 was Adam and Eve. And question 9 was cuts and scratches. And then a couple of requests for repeats from round 2. So question 1 in your Eurovision round was which country has won the Eurovision Song Contest the most times? Question 3 was who was the first contestant to win Eurovision for the UK? And question 5 was the UK last won this competition in 1997 with the band Katrina and the Waves. What was the name of their song? And then go back to the rhyming slang round now. I'm going to be jumping around a bit. So 7 was Rosie. So I'm going to give just a couple more minutes for everyone to make sure they've got all of the answers they can get. And then we will start going through the answers. Okay, so Reggie, no, I can't repeat the Star Wars round, considering that was 2 weeks ago. However, if you do go to my YouTube channel, all of these quizzes are there in a playlist. Yes, I know that joke's been used before, but hey, it gave me a chance to promote the playlist, so it's fine. So yes, if you do want to go back, if you miss any or want to go back and redo them for whatever reason, they are all on my YouTube channel. But on that note, no, I don't have a Patreon. I'm not going to be making a Patreon. But on that note, if you are ready to start going through the answers, then let me know in the comments section and I will start going through the answers to part 1. Okay, so I'm going to start going through the answers now. I realised I forgot to say this at the start of the quiz. So I always try to research every question, make sure I've got the right answer. I am only human. I do occasionally get things wrong. But whatever I say is final. So Quizmaster's answer is final. Please don't argue with me. But Okay. A good number of people have said that they are ready. So I am going to start going through the answers now. So the answers to the general knowledge round. So question 1, koalas eat eucalyptus leaves. Question 2, it was Roald Dahl that wrote Matilda. Question 3 is a mango. Question 4, if you've got any one of these answers, you will get the point. But the 3 films to have won 11 Oscars are Titanic, Ben-Hur, and The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. So you specifically need to have The Return of the King in there. You can't just get the point for Lord of the Rings because there are 3 Lord of the Rings films. Question 5 was We Didn't Start the Fire, which is an excellent song. Question 6, the hummingbird is the bird that has the ability to fly backwards. Question 7, it was Taron Egerton who played Elton John in Rocket Man. Question 8, the Grand Canyon is in Arizona. Question 9 is the kneecap. And question 10, a baby elephant was called a calf. Like a calf. Just like the bovine species. So a female elephant is called a cow, and a male elephant is called a bull, and a baby is called a calf. So. Oh. Okay. I'm going to go through some of those questions again because I've had a few people say they didn't actually hear the answers. So 1 was eucalyptus, 2 was Roald Dahl, 5 was We Didn't Start the Fire, and 6 was hummingbird. On to the Eurovision round. So question 1 is Ireland. They've won the competition 7 times. Question 2, Celine Dion competed for Switzerland. She actually won the competition that year and it kick-started her career. Question 3, the first UK winner was Sandy Shaw with the song Puppet on a String in 1967. Question 4 was Finland. Question 5, the Katrina and the Waves song was Love Shine a Light. Question 6, the non-European country was Australia. Question 7, there were 7 countries in the first Eurovision competition. Question 8, the unique thing that happened that year was that there was a tie for the winning country. Question 9, the 2 countries that have been awarded nil point the most times is either Norway or Austria. So if you've got one of those 2, you get a point. And finally, question 10 was Graham Norton took over in 2009. And then onto the Cockney rhyming slang. So if you say you're cream crackered, it means you're knackered, as in tired. Question 2, your apples and pears are your stairs. Question 3, your loaf, which is short for your loaf of bread, is your head. Question 4, if you're in a spot of Barney rubble, you're in a spot of trouble. Your dog and bone is your phone. If you're Hank Marvin, you're starving, as in you're hungry. 7, Rosie, as in give me a cup of Rosie. It's short for Rosie Lee. It's tea. Question 8, Adam and Eve. So you would say, I don't Adam and Eve it, so I don't believe it. Question 9 is matches. And finally, question 10, you would say it's all gone a bit Pete Tong, so it's all gone a bit wrong. So the answers, again, just going through, are knackered, stairs, head, trouble, phone, starving, tea, believe, matches, and wrong. So there we go. So that's the end of the first part of the quiz. You want to let me know how you've done? Otherwise, we will make a start on part 2 now. So, Matt, question 1 of the Eurovision round was Ireland. So, if we are all ready, we will make a start on part 2. Also, hi Hannah, I've just seen your comment saying you're just joining for part 2, so hello. It's good to have you. But yes, if we're all ready, we will make a start on part 2 now. So the first round in part 2 is a round about history. So if you will let me know, as usual, when you are ready, and I will make a start. Okay. That's the answers. I don't want to read that one out loud. We change over to the question page. Cool. Okay. So as I said, round 4 is a round about history. So question 1, in which year did the Titanic sink? So in which year did the Titanic sink? Question 2, name one of the other 2 astronauts who were with Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission. So name one of the other 2 astronauts who were with Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission. Question 3, what did the Romans call Scotland? So what did the Romans call Scotland? Question 4, which British archaeologist discovered Tutankhamun's tomb? So, which British archaeologist discovered Tutankhamun's tomb? Question 5. Which British military force was established in 1918? So, which British military force was established in 1918? Question 5. What colour were the pyramids at Giza originally? So, what colour were the pyramids at Giza originally? Question 7. What was Mary Anning, who lived from 1799 to 1847, famous for? So, what was Mary Anning, who lived from 1799 to 1847, famous for? Oh, Hannah, I've just seen your comment. So the question 5, it was 1918. So 1918. So question 8, who became the first mayor of London in the year 2000? So who became the first mayor of London in the year 2000? Question 9, which 13th century Scottish knight did Mel Gibson portray in Braveheart? So, which 13th century Scottish knight did Mel Gibson portray in Braveheart? And finally, in question 10, in which European country was there a civil war between 1936 and 1939? So, in which European country was there a civil war between 1936 and 1939? And so that's the end of that round. So if you need any questions repeating, let me know as per usual. Okay. So the only request I've had so far is question 7. So that one was, what was Mary Anning, who lived from 1799 to 1847, famous for? No one's asked for anything else. So, as I say that, someone asked for something else. So questions 3 and 4. So 3 was, what did the Romans call Scotland? And question 4 was, which British archaeologist discovered Tutankhamun's tomb? And on that note, I'm going to go on to round 5 now. So if you do need any questions from that one repeating, I'll do them right at the end. So round 5 is all about Marvel. So no, this is about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so not necessarily the comics, because I know nothing about the comments. So we'll say question 1. Before he was Captain America, which member of the Fantastic Four did Chris Evans play? So before he was Captain America, which member of the Fantastic Four did Chris Evans play? Question 2. What is Black Widow's real name? So what is Black Widow's real name? Question 3. Which actress, famous for portraying a Doctor Who companion, plays Nebula? So which actress, famous for portraying a Doctor Who companion, plays Nebula? Rob, I presume you mean question 2, not question 1. So the Black Widow question, I want her superhero, like her alter ego, rather than the actress's name. Question 4. Which Marvel film did Kenneth Branagh direct? So which Marvel film did Kenneth Branagh direct? Question 5. Who played Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk? So who played Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk? Question 6. Marvel films are famous for their mid and end credit scenes, but which film is the only one to not have one of those? So Marvel films are famous for their mid and end credit scenes, but which film is the only one to not have one of those? Question 7. What Top Gun character is Captain Marvel's cat named after? So what Top Gun character is Captain Marvel's cat named after? Question 8. How many Infinity Stones are there? So 8. How many Infinity Stones are there? Also, Rob, so apologies, I misunderstood your question then. Either of them is fine. So I've got the superhero name in the answers, but if you've got the alter ego, that's fine as well. So question 8 again was how many Infinity Stones are there? And then question 9 is what is Captain America's shield made out of? So question 9, what is Captain America's shield made out of? Finally, question 10, which Hollywood A-lister made a cameo in Thor Ragnarok playing Loki in an Asgardian play? So, which Hollywood A-lister made a cameo in Thor Ragnarok playing Loki in an Asgardian play? Okay, so that's the end of round 5 and of the quiz in general. So if you need any questions repeating from either that round or from round 4, which was the history round, let me know. I've already seen a couple from you, Pam, so it's fine. I have noted them. I just was coming back to the end. Any others, let me know. Okay, so question 4 in the Marvel round was which Marvel film did Kenneth Branagh direct? 2 was what is Black Widow's real name? As in her alter ego, not her actress's name. Question 5 was who played Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk? And 7 is what Top Gun character is Captain Marvel's cat named after? And then 1 and 2 from the history round for Pam. So 1 was in which year did the Titanic sink? And question 2 was name one of the other 2 astronauts who were with Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission. That's right, I said them anyway now. Okay, so I'm going to leave just a couple more minutes for everyone to make sure they've got all their answers for those ones, and also make sure you've had a look at the picture round. So if you haven't found that already, that's in the description of the video, or also you can find it on the Facebook page. And we will make a start with the answers in about 2 minutes. Just 1 more minute. If you start popping in the comments when you are ready, once I've got a decent number of people saying they're ready, I will make a start on the answers. Okay, that's a good percentage of people have said they are ready now. So I'm going to make a start on the answers. So firstly, the history round. So question 1, the Titanic sank in 1912. Question 2, so the answers are Buzz Aldrin or Michael Collins. You just need one of them to get the point. Question 3, the Romans called Scotland Caledonia. Question 4, Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. Question 5, the RAF was formed in 1918. If you put the Royal Air Force, of course, that's also fine. So question 6, the pyramids at Giza were originally white. Question 7, Mary Anning was famous for collecting fossils. She was a paleontologist, so quite around sort of the Dover coast, the Jurassic coast. Question 8, the first mayor of London in the year 2000 was Ken Livingstone. So question 9, the Scotsman played by Mel Gibson was, of course, William Wallace. And question 10, the European country that had the Civil War was Spain. And Sarah, unfortunately, no point for Harold Carter. Although I had to look it up because I was convinced it was Harold Carter as well. So, you know, easy mistake to make. And then finally on to the Marvel round. So Chris Evans played the Human Torch before he played Captain America. Question 2 was Natasha Romanoff. Question 3 is Karen Gilliam. Question 4 was Thor. Question 5 was Edward Norton. So, yeah, Edward Norton played the Hulk for one film before Mark Ruffalo got on board for the Avengers. Question 6, the only film that didn't have a mid or end credit scene was Avengers Endgame. Question 7, Captain Marvel's cat is called Goose. Question 8, there were 6 Infinity Stones. Question 9, Captain America's shield is made of vibranium. And question 10, it was Matt Damon who cameoed as Loki in the play. So Matt Damon is your answer there. And then finally, moving on to the picture round. So the way I'm going to mark, or the way the picture round is going to be scored. So I was looking for the town or the city. If you didn't manage to get that, but you did manage to get the country that the landmark is in, then you can get half a point. But the maximum total is still 10. So if you get the town or city, you don't get a bonus for putting a country. I hope that's clear. So, just your point. I think so. I don't actually know the Human Torch's alter ego, but I think you are right with Johnny Storm. So, if someone, I will look it up unless someone wants to confirm or deny that in the comments. Otherwise, I'll look it up afterwards and let you know. So moving on to the picture round. So picture 1. So that's a picture of the Parthenon on the Acropolis, which is located at Athens in Greece. So 1 point for Athens, half a point if you've only put Greece. Question 2, picture 2 is a photo of Windsor Castle. So the answer is Windsor, or the UK for half a point. Question 3 is Tokyo. That's actually the Tokyo Tower, not the Eiffel Tower. So 1 point for Tokyo, half a point if you've only put Japan. Picture 4 is the statue of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. So that's in Brazil. Question 5 is the statue of the Little Mermaid in Copenhagen. So half a point for Denmark. Question 6 is the Statue of Liberty. So that's in New York. So half a point if you've just put the US or the USA. 7 is the Sydney Opera House. So that's in Sydney, obviously in Australia. Question 8 is the Taj Mahal. So that's located in the city of Agra. And the country is India. So half a point if you've only got India there. 9 is the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. That's located in Dubai. So half a point if you've got UAE or the United Arab Emirates there. And then finally, question 10, that is a photo of the Strip in Las Vegas. So 1 point for Las Vegas, again, half a point if you've only put the US or the USA there. So there we go. That is the end of your quiz for this week. So feel free to pop your scores in the comments if you would like to share. No pressure there. So let me know in on the Facebook page or in a message or in the comments here if you've got any requests for rounds you would like to see. So actually a couple of these were requests. So the Cockney rhyming slang one was a request and the Marvel round was a request this week. So yes, so I do take a note of requests. But yeah, I kind of lost words for a second there. So yeah, so I do take account of requests. I try and spread them out. I found quite a lot of the requests I get are film related or music related. So obviously I don't want to overload those all in 1 week, but I will try and get to them all eventually. But thank you all for joining, and I will hopefully see you all next week. Stay happy, stay safe, stay as well as you can, happy as you can in these weird times. And if you want to be notified whenever I go live again, if you subscribe to my channel, I believe you get an email with it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think you do. Well, you should get notified anyway, like in some way anyway. And as I say, I pop all of the past quizzes in a playlist on my channel. So if you've missed any for any reason, you can always pop on over there and have a go at some of the older ones. But yes, otherwise, thank you all for joining. And thank you for all your lovely messages. And I will hopefully see you all next week. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.